Good morning, dear grade 7 students, and welcome again to another English lesson. In this lesson, we will start with the first part of the lesson 4E, Write. As always, let's go through our learning objectives. By the end of this video, you will be able to first, locate specific information after scanning the text, and second, you will be able to revise linking words and use them correctly. So please get your student book and have it open at page 56 and 57, and let's get started. In order to complete the writing task in Unit 4, we are going to read a text and answer some comprehension questions. Read the title of the reading text, The Blackout. Look at the picture too. What do you think this word means? Amazing! The blackout means a period of time when there is no electricity. So places can be very dark, as you can see from the picture of the dark buildings. Well, have you ever experienced a blackout before? Was it at home or somewhere else? And what happened? How did you feel at that time? Type your answers in teams and share them with your teacher and classmates. Before we start the reading task, let's learn new vocabulary words that are going to help you with the reading task. Look at the pictures. What do we call the sound that people make when their feet touch the ground? That's right, footsteps. Repeat after me, footsteps. For example, my brother's footsteps are loud and heavy. Next, you can see in these pictures people that enter secretly into places and they steal things. What do we call this bad person? Great. Burglar. Repeat after me. Burglar. For example, the burglar broke the window to get into the house. I am sure you will be able to recognize the next vocabulary word. As you can see from the pictures, we use this tool to help us see when it's dark. Do you remember the name of this tool? That's correct, torch. Repeat after me, torch. For example, I can't see anything. Where is the torch? Finally, what do you call the feeling of happiness? Yes, glad. Repeat after me, glad. For example, I'm glad to see you after so many years. Okay, after learning the new vocabulary words, let's practice. For this practice, fill in the blanks with the missing words from the box. Read the sentences carefully and add the missing words. Let's do the first one together. Sentence number 1. He heard outside his bedroom door. It was his father who came back from work. How did he hear his father's movements? That's right, he heard footsteps outside his bedroom door. Now please pause the video, complete the exercise, and come back when you are done. Okay, let's see how well you did in this exercise. Sentence number 2. A entered our neighbor's house and stole a laptop. What do we call a person who enters homes without permission and steals things? Excellent. A burglar entered our neighbor's house and stole a laptop. Sentence number 3. I have you as a friend. You are polite and friendly. It's great to have a friendly and polite friend. I'm glad I have you as a friend. Finally, sentence number 4. I used a yesterday because there was a blackout at night. Again, what do we call the electric light that you carry with you when it's dark? Bravo, torch. I used a torch yesterday because there was a blackout at night. Great, now that we are done with learning the new vocabulary words that we need for today's reading task, let's read. In your student book, page 56, please follow along with your finger or pencil and pay attention to the pronunciation. The blackout. It was a rainy Thursday evening and Emma was home alone. Her brother Henry was at football practice. She was excited. She could finally play a game on his computer. Emma was waiting for the game to load when suddenly the lights went out. A blackout. How boring, she thought. Emma got a torch and a book and sat on the sofa. She was reading when she heard footsteps outside the front door. Then nothing. Then another sound. I hope it isn't a burglar, she thought. She quietly ran upstairs to her room, closed the door, and hid under her bed. Emma was really scared. Suddenly, she heard heavy footsteps on the stairs. They were coming closer and closer. She screamed. The door opened, and Henry shone a torch under the bed on Emma's shocked face. Emma, it's me. I don't have football practice. Emma and Henry started laughing. She was glad her brother was home. Great, now it's your turn to read the text. Please pause the video and read the text out loud, and then come back when you are done. After reading the story, answer the following questions in exercise A. After you write yes or no, give examples. Don't forget to underline words or phrases in the story to justify your answers. Let's work on the first question together as an example. Question 1. Does the writer say when and where the story happened? Read the text carefully to find the answer. I am sure this question will be easy for you to answer as it is the first piece of information in the story. So yes, because the writer tells us from the beginning. It was a rainy Thursday evening and Emma was home alone. Now please pause the video, answer the questions, and come back when you are done. Okay, let's check your answers. Question number 2. Does the writer mention the events in the order in which they happened? Yes, he does. So as you can see in the text, Emma was waiting, then the lights went out, then she got a torch and a book and sat on the sofa. She was reading when she heard footsteps outside the front door. Then she quietly ran upstairs to her room, closed the door, and hid under the bed because she was scared. Question number 3. Does the writer use appropriate tenses to describe what happened? The story happened in the past. So yes, the writer uses the past simple and the past progressive to tell the story. For example, Emma was waiting for the game to load. The lights went out. Emma got a torch. She was reading when she heard footsteps outside the front door. This is because the story happened on a rainy Thursday evening. She quietly ran upstairs to her room, closed the door, and hid under her bed. She heard heavy footsteps. She screamed. The door opened. Moving on to question number 4. Does the writer use adjectives and adverbs? Adjectives and adverbs are important to stories because they add extra information that will make the stories more interesting. And the writer for the story definitely uses adjectives and adverbs. For example, we have rainy, excited, boring, scared, heavy, shocked, and glad. As for the adverbs, there's finally and suddenly as well. Question number 5. Does the writer use linking words? Linking words are important in stories as well because they help connect ideas. And of course, the writer uses linking words like when, then, and. Finally, question number 6. Does the writer say what happened in the end? Yes, he does. Her brother Henry came home, and you can find it at the end of the text. Please make sure that you have copied the correct answers in your student book and that you underline the examples in the text. Next, read the following questions and go back to the text to find the answers. Question number 1. What was the weather like on Thursday? Question number 2. Who is Henry? Question number 3. Was he at home? Question number 4. Why was Emma excited? Question number 5. What happened while Emma was waiting for the game to load? Question number 6. What did Emma decide to do? Question number 7. What did she hear outside the front door? Please pause the video, find the answers from the text, and come back when you are done. Alright, let's check your answers. Question number 1. What was the weather like on Thursday? It was a rainy day. Question number 2. Who is Henry? Henry is actually Emma's brother. Was he at home? No, he wasn't. He was at football practice. Why was Emma so excited? Because she could play a game on her brother's computer when he's not there. What happened while Emma was waiting for the game to load? The lights went out. What did Emma decide to do? She got a torch and decided to read a book. What did she hear outside the front door of her room? She heard footsteps. Great. We have already read the text and answered questions, and this means that we have achieved the first objective, which is to locate specific information after scanning the text. Now let's work on the remaining learning objective. In tomorrow's lesson, you will need to write a story. When you write a story, use the words when and while to link to past actions. Remember that we use when to introduce the short action that interrupted the long action, and we use while to introduce the long action, or when we talk about two long actions that happen at the same time in the past. For example, when I saw the spider, I screamed. When I arrived at the beach, my friends were playing volleyball. While I was studying, I heard a strange noise. Lena was taking pictures while her brother was riding his bike. Don't forget to use adjectives like worried, surprised, excited, etc. to describe how you felt. You can also use adverbs like suddenly, luckily or unluckily, and fortunately or unfortunately to link ideas as well. Let's find out how to use them correctly. Look at the following example. I was working on my online assignment yesterday morning. Suddenly, the computer stopped working. We use the adverb suddenly when we talk about something that happened quickly and it was not expected at all. Next, I had a car accident last week. Luckily, I was not injured. We use luckily in a sentence when we talk about something good that happened because of good luck. If we add the prefix un to form the word unluckily, this means that something happened because of bad luck. Finally, unfortunately, I can't come with you tonight. I have to study. We use the adverb unfortunately in a sentence when you want to talk about something that is bad or makes you sad. If we remove the prefix un, the word fortunately has the same meaning as luckily. Let's practice. For exercise B, in your student book, page 57, you need to read and complete the sentences with words in the box. Let's do number 1 together as an example. We got lost on the island. Someone helped us find our way to the hotel. Something good happened after something bad. So what's the best word that could link these ideas? Bravo, luckily. We got lost on the island. Luckily, someone helped us find our way to the hotel. Now please pause the video and complete the exercise and come back when you are done. Welcome back. Let's see how well you did in this exercise. Sentence number 2. It started raining. The children left the skate park. If you answered when, then you are correct. Sentence number 3. I wanted to be here earlier. I missed the bus. When you say I missed the bus, this means that it's not good news. So the correct answer would be unfortunately. I wanted to be here earlier. Unfortunately, I missed the bus. Sentence number 4. It was a sunny Saturday morning. It got dark and it started raining. Something unexpected happened and it happened very quickly. So the correct answer would be suddenly. It was a sunny Saturday morning. Suddenly it got dark and it started raining. Finally, sentence number 5. Nasser was running. He slipped and fell. The correct answer here is while, of course, because it introduced the long action in this sentence. Please check your answers and make sure that you have copied the correct answers in your book. Well done, we have achieved the second objectives, dear students, and we revised linking words and used them correctly. Thank you for watching, have a good day, stay safe, and see you in the second part.